Hey, what's happening? How is everyone? I hope good. This is going to be part 2 of daily messages for Friday the 15th. They're long, so I had to do 2 separate videos. This will be for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So let's get going here. So Gemini. Gotta love your Geminis. I have... and the messages are coming from my Dreams of Gaia tarot deck, so I will be reading the meanings of these, just so you know. We have for you the Ten of Earth. These cards are beautiful. Let's see here. Messages are powerful, so trigger warning, just in case you don't want to hear powerful things today. We have... We have the Ten of Earth symbolizes all aspects of life coming together as a whole. Career, home, family, all are in harmony. Just a minute, Puddles. Years of dedication, service to family, career, and community have reaped the highest of rewards, the love, respect, and trust of family and peers. This love, respect, and trust are a reflection of what is felt within, and inspire a sense of well-being and connection or connectedness. I gotta go let my dog out, so I'm gonna have to pause this for a bit. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? Years of dedication, service, family, career, community have repeated the highest of rewards, the love, respect, trust of family and peers. This love, respect, and trust are a reflection of what is felt within, and inspire a sense of well-being and connectedness that enables one to move through life with both grace and ease. The Ten of Earth is an affirming card. If it appears in your reading, it signifies a time of reward. It also asks, have you embraced the highest of ideals to lead a fulfilling life spent doing something you love, to raise your children to become happy, confident adults, and to know and understand your place and purpose. At this time, be sure to remove all masks and show your true self to the world. Authentically, if I could say it, is a quality admired by many. Live your life undaunted by change. Also know that you have been made stronger by your past experiences. Now, whatever the challenge might be, you will find your center and move forward in a fearless manner. And you received the Ascendant card Outlook, and you are to avoid all signs this weekend. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe just stay to yourself. We have Libra. Let's see what Libra has today. You have the Eight of Fire. Libra, let's do this. The Eight of Fire symbolizes transformation through action, change on a physical level that brings freedom and joy. It is time to start a new job or quit one. It is time to move house because the one you are living in restricts and hampers you. Or it's time to lose a little bit of weight and increase your mobility and physical fitness. Is it time to set yourself free of unnecessary weight, whether it is physical, emotional, or psychological, so you can move through life with more ease? If you need to make real changes in your life, now is the time to do it. No more thinking, no more planning, no more dreaming. Now is the time to get up off the couch to act and transform yourself or your life, or to take an idea, a possession, something in your life or space, a repurpose or transform it. It may be something as simple as painting a room, making it brighter and lighter. Maybe it is time to clean house from one end to the other, banishing dust and cobwebs, getting rid of all that serves no purpose or is broken and unusable. Regardless, this is a time of action and change, and it is time that one experienced will bring you a sense of freedom, of weight lifted. You will feel reborn and will face the future with a renewed sense of purpose. Regardless of what, it is time to transmute one state of being into another. It is time to act and enjoy. And you receive the Trine Flow card, and you are to avoid a Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn this weekend. Aquarius, you have the King of Water. Let me find you here. The King of Water represents a strong man who is calm and protective, like a safe harbor in a storm. He is a nurturing, caring father who embraces no gender-specific role. He is willing to be both mother and father, nurturer and protector, homemaker and provider. As a partner, he is a loving and supportive and gentle but passionate and sensual lover, and someone who is not afraid to explore and experiment. He is both sensitive and thoughtful, but never weak or soft. He excludes strength. He is who he is because he chooses to be present and caring, adaptable and fluid. He loves to use his sense because to do so is to exclude an emotional response, and he is willing to look within and explore those emotions to increase his understanding. He is a person who has successfully married critical thinking with emotional logic. The process of using one's emotions and feelings in a logical manner to become more knowledgeable and aware, and uses this to his advantage. He is aware that all decisions making has an emotional element, and that no decision can be balanced without emotions and feelings being taken into account. He has learnt from his emotions and uses that knowledge in a productive and constructive manner. Are you considering your feelings in your decision-making process? Now is the time to do so. The King of Water is multifaceted in meaning. He symbolizes an approaching time of peace and calm, where you will have time and space to simply be and grow. He also represents a need to let go of emotion-based gender bias and to embrace the awareness of this pentagram belongs to the past. A man can be just as sensitive and vulnerable, nurturing and supportive as any woman. A woman can be just as closed off and insensitive as a man. Both can be communicative. God, I can't read, I'm sorry. Both sexes have the same qualities. How emotionally open or closed a person is has nothing to do with gender and everything to do with the individual and their journey. We have been conditioned to believe that men and women are emotionally different when they are, in truth, the same. As with other court cards, the King of Water can represent a person in your life who embodies the traits of the king. If you are in need of his counsel or her counsel, it doesn't have to be a male, or safe harbor, seek him or her out at this time. And you receive the opposition balance card. You are to avoid an Aries, a Libra, a Taurus, and a Scorpio over the weekend. We have Cancerians, which is me. You have the Four of Fire. I get this card all the time when I use this deck. I don't use this deck very often. And I should, because I love it. I really do love this deck. The Four of Fire is symbolic of focus, mind, emotion, and deliberate action that once applied lead and monumentum. It means acting with both skill and accuracy and establishing a work ethic or creative process that is a reflection of both. It is about focusing on the task at hand, making it the center of your attention, and not allowing distractions to cause us to lose sight of our target or objectives. The 4 of fire represents showing discipline by devoting regular time and energy to repeated practice and application, which in turn increases skill and ability, and in doing so, making one's actions more confident and therefore faster. Goals manifest faster, and outcomes are achieved with less energy wasted. With time and practice, a process can become as natural as breathing, and mistakes become fewer. Unlike other animals, humans are not born with the knowledge required to survive. To survive, we must be both willing and prepared to learn. A baby first crawls, then walks, and then learns to run. That same baby cannot run before it has learned to crawl and walk. We learn primarily through a process of process of practice. Without practice, we may be able to learn new skills, but we cannot become brilliant or accomplished at it, even if we are naturally gifted. If the 4 of fire appears in your reading, it signifies the importance of focus, dedication, discipline, and practice on a physical level. It suggests that we concentrate now and we do what needs to be done. The way we improve and achieve things faster is by devoting our attention and focus to practice. There is no such thing as an overnight success. You must first pay your dues. To be the best takes time. And you receive the 12th house surrenderer card. You are to avoid a Pisces this weekend. Moving on to Scorpio. Let me see what Scorpio has here. You received the 8 of air. Hopefully I can get this out better than the last one. My throat chakra must be clogged a little bit because I can't read or talk. We are creatures driven by our ego. Our ego is in part our identity, the center of our consciousness. It is driven by our instincts and base desire, and constrained by culture and society. It can have us feeling confident and certain, or it can have us feeling uncertain and afraid. It can also employ one of several defense mechanisms to shield us from uncomfortable truths, or a reality that we are not willing or ready to accept. So many of us are afraid of the truth. We can be so afraid of the truth that our ego will work hand in hand with our primal instincts and do what it can to protect us. If our ego is wounded, or we have been taught to fear, the defense mechanisms employed may also be to good health, well-being, and to our relationships with others. Our need to feel safe, to feel good, to be right, to do better, to be needed, and to be loved can result in the evidence at hand, reality, being distorted and shaped to fit our perception of events so that what we want to believe is in conflict with fact. Conjunction is the process of acquiring knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. The conflict can give rise to mental and emotional and physical discomfort, especially when our actions and our reason for behaving in a particular manner war with our natural sense of right and wrong and the moral code we are taught by those around us. Participating a behavior that doesn't harm, smoking or overeating, for example, can give rise to conjunction, I can't say that word today. The desire to continue doing something that everybody knows and cannot deny is harmful is rejected by a belief that it benefits the individual more than it harms them. Their parents and grandparents may have smoked for decades with no apparent ill effects, or the individual may come from a long line of overweight people who all lived long, happy lives. The act of smoking helps one to keep their weight under control, while the act of eating makes the other feel peaceful. There is an emotional and psychological hook, and so they continue, even though their choice to do so result in their chronic ill health, even death. Excuse me. What they have is an addiction, and what their mind attempts to do is to make them feel good about the fact that they refuse to give up their addiction. They know and understand the potential consequences of their choice to continue, but refuse to consider them or choose to ignore them, responding in a defense manner when those consequences are arised. However, the conflict that arises can be dispelled by doing one of several things: accept reality, then make changes in one's life in accordance to that truth, or by the continued use of self-justification or other defensive mechanisms in order to make yourself feel better. Continue to do something or believe something that is doing us or others harm. The self-justification increases our self-esteem and allows us to see our thoughts and actions in a favorable light. Nobody likes to think poorly of themselves, and so our ego acts to protect us by creating reason and excuses to justify our actions. This is a natural and normal behavior. We all do it at some time or other. But while we can embrace a natural and normal state of denial, we are unlikely to escape the consequences of our actions. We can deny and suppress, we can rationalize, and we can justify, but every action gives rise to a consequence, and those consequences can consequences can be both favorable or not. If doing something that you oh my Lord, I'm sorry, I was doing so great, and now I just cannot say words or concentrate on what I'm reading here. If you do something that is consciously or unconsciously know to have a potential harmful consequence, and you choose to ignore it or believe that it won't manifest, then the 8 of air comes to cautious you to think again. There is a price to be paid for all that we do, no matter your reason or intentions, and you alone are responsible for the consequences born of your actions. In everything you do, cause and effect will play out. It is inevitable and the consequences avoidable. The 8 of air is a very challenging card because it symbolizes the need to look at your beliefs and behavior and question them. Are you hiding from an uncomfortable reality? It is time to take responsibility for your thoughts, actions, and the consequences they give rise to, and to see them for what they really are. It is time to be humble and accept that you might have projected your feelings about yourself onto another. Have you made a mistake or chosen a path or beliefs that have not served you well? And instead of accepting this painful truth, allowed your ego to wave and a reality that allows you to pretend? It is time to face the facts. Don't worry about losing face by admitting to your humanity. Contrary to your belief that others will think less of you, in most situations, a simple apology and admitting that you made a mistake or have been protecting yourself from a harsh truth will earn people's respect. Therefore, accept that maybe you don't know as much as you think you do, and that you might be hiding behind a false reality created by ego that serves only to make you feel good. But do not blame yourself or allow a wounded ego make you think poorly of yourself. We all make mistakes. We all, at one time or another, try to deny, rationalize, and justify our actions and behavior. Every single one of us. It is an inherently human trait. Our egos will instinctively work to protect us, but sometimes we have to accept that our egos don't always have us do the healthy, right, and honorable thing. Take the opportunity to take charge of your life. Embrace your personal power by learning from your mistakes so that you grow in wisdom and awareness. Be humble and accept the truth that your ego is not always honest and that you are not always right. Your ego might have your best interest at heart, but it will offer self-justification in order to make you feel good about your behavior, in order to protect you from the harsher truth that your actions may have been misguided or harmful. The path to enlightenment is made up of our own mistakes and the lessons learned from them along the way. Wisdom is earned, not bestowed. You have conjunction empowerment, and you don't have to worry about avoiding anyone this weekend. Okay, last but not least is my Pisces. And you received the Mother card. I love this card. I love this card. And you will too. Okay, Pisces. Now, hopefully I can read and pronounce my words right. Her womb is the void in which new life forms, safe, nurtured, and protected by her body. She is the earthly universe in which a cosmic soul takes a physical form. There is no more sacred or intimate bond than that of mother and child. She is the mother, nurturer, protector, and creator. She is the very essence of non-sexual intimacy, patience, compassion, unconditional love, and forgiveness, willing to place the needs of her child before her own. Nor is that love reserved only for a child born of her womb. For the highest ideal of the mother is a woman who extends her unconditional love to all who dwell in the world around her, without question or whether or not that love is deserved. The mother gives without hesitation and reservation. She is both teacher and guide, encouraging her children to reveal and nurture their talents. In this way, she gifts them with healthy levels of self-belief, self-esteem, and confidence. The mother is also symbolic of a fertile and abundant mind, a mind where ideas take root. The mother is willing to nurture those ideas and provide what is necessary in order for them to grow and blossom. In Pisces, you receive the sextile opportunity card, and you are to avoid an Aries, a Taurus, a Gemini, and a Cancer this weekend. Okay, those are the daily zodiac messages that I have for Friday, January 15th. I hope that you really enjoyed them. I hope that they will help you today and guide you through the weekend. Try to avoid the signs that I pointed out, just because you avoid, confrontation and all that shit that we don't want to deal with. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I hit 161 subscribers, and I'm so very happy and so very grateful. I love you all so very much. Everybody have a blessed day. Sending you all so much love, so many positive vibes, and peace like always. And I will catch you on my next video. Take care. Have a beautiful day.